Queen here, Life After Money. I'm having my morning coffee, so I thought I would have a little chat with you while I drink my coffee. Now, what's been on my mind, let me just nudge that little bit. Can you see me? Oops. Oh, I've moved the camera now, I better just check on that. Yeah, I think that's okay. And what's been on my mind? Well, I'll just share a few thoughts with you on how is it going, you know, this big disaster, this big catastrophe that we are all living through. How is it going for me? Well, I have to admit that I'm getting really fed up with it, because well, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling that something is not right. And cheers. My first coffee. I do like that first coffee. Something is not right. There's lots of little things going on that all seem to link up to the same thing. There's got to be a connection between what is happening in lots of different places, because, you know, we're not all isolated. Although they would like us to be. Now that's the thing. Who are they? They are people who believe they are God, right? Now that might sound a little bit dramatic, but I believe there are people who basically want to rule my every waking moment. They want to set the rules on how the country or the world should be run. And I'm struggling with that, because I've always looked after myself. But now I'm feeling that my freedoms are disappearing, being taken away from me. A little thing like cashless society. Oh, I made a video about this some time ago, that I don't want a cashless society. I want to pay cash, because that's how I manage my money best, when I can actually see the cash. But I've just recently come across a problem. I've always paid for my utilities on a quarterly bill, and I go into either the bank or the post office and pay for my gas and electric with cash. I withdraw cash from my bank account, and I use cash for lots of things. But now, a month ago, they decided to send me an online bill, because I go on the website and I put the meter readings in, and they send me a bill online. Well, I need a piece of paper to take that into the post office. I don't go into the bank anymore, because it's obvious they don't want me in the bank. So my pension's paid into the bank, but I withdraw cash from the post office. So I go into the post office with my bills and pay them with cash into the post office. But my utilities company won't send me a paper bill. So it's a month now overdue, and I've been emailing backwards and forwards and asking where is my bill, and they're working from home. So the answers I get are, we don't have printers at home. We've got 100 people working at home. You know, but surely there's more people like me that pay for things with cash on a quarterly bill. There must be more. I'm surely not the only one. So what is everybody else doing? I suppose they're just giving in, aren't they? They're just giving in and paying with on the telephone. I mean, I don't think you can even send a cheque now. I've got cheques. Post is still working, but I don't think you can send a cheque now, because where do you send it to? Somebody's house where they're working? And when will that get paid into the bank? So no, they want your bank details. They need your bank numbers, your account number, to be able to take the money straight out of your bank. Well, you know, I'm a little bit old-fashioned like that. You know, I don't want people robbing my bank. I want to pay things with cash, so I don't know where this is going to end up. The last email I had from them was, I've emailed your bill to the supervisor, and she will print off one for you and send it to you. Well, now I am waiting for that. I mean, they want £90 off me, but send me a flipping bill and I will pay it. I don't know, it's just a matter of principle. It's like my freedoms are being taken away from me, and I don't like it. I feel that there's an attempt to, what can I say, erode my identity. They want people to be all the same. When I'm saying they, those up high who think they are God, they want to take individual people's identity away from them, and I feel like that. And very soon there's going to be no jobs left. People at the moment being paid not to work. The government is paying them not to work. So what's going to happen when that stops and they don't get any money? I suppose they're going to have to apply for some kind of benefits. I don't know how it works. And so what's going to happen when other people who've got no jobs, no money? What would you do if you lost your job and you couldn't afford to buy food? A simple answer, common sense, you rob it. You know, and that's what will happen. Robberies will go up. People will steal to get whatever they need. I mean, it's happening now already, but people are greedy at the moment. They are stealing for what they want. But later on they will be stealing for what they actually need, and that will be food to eat. So I'm afraid shoplifting will go up, house robberies will go up, anything that moves or is not screwed or nailed down will be stolen and will be sold to provide money for food. You know, it might sound a bit dramatic, but I think that's what's going to happen. So make sure, everybody, that your belongings are secure. You know, one example, dogs are being stolen, right? There's money in dogs, there's money in dog breeding, because people are stupid enough to pay a breeder for a puppy. You know, it's common sense. You know, your dog will be stolen from your garden or from your house even. You know, your car will be stolen. So the advice I can give there is make sure you're not a victim of a robbery, and make sure everything is secure, as secure as you can be. Another thing, I've got notes here. Stop reading mainstream news. Just stop. Cheers. Oh God, that's lovely. Oh, cheers, lovely. yes, stop reading mainstream news. I mean, at the moment, I have a quick flick, MSN or whatever comes up on the screen, headlines, and I'm thinking, where is the news? The real news, the proper news, the news that whatever is happening, but all I get is doom and gloom, fear. In fact, I don't go any further and click anything. I just glance at the headlines across. But at the moment there's no distinction between fact and fiction and fantasy. They're reporting on the soaps, what's happening next on, well, whatever soaps there are at the moment. I haven't watched soaps for years. You know, about the terrible things that's going on in Coronation Street, the affairs that people are having, the cheating on partners and husbands and wives, and you know, and now, you know, Coronation Street, which used to be years ago a lovely soap, is full of just murder, debauchery, doom and gloom. You know, why is anybody watching that absolute tosh rubbish? You know, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because it's a substitute for news, for real news. It's a distraction as well. It's a distraction from what is really going on. Now, if you want real news, if you want to know what's going on in the world, go onto YouTube. There are lots of alternative news channels on there. These are independent people. They are telling stories about what is really happening on the ground. I won't name anybody, but you know, I am watching. My news comes from that. My news comes from the real news that people are reporting on what they actually see. It's not made up like it is on, you know, ITV, BBC or whatever. They only put out what they think that you should know. And what you really need to know is what is really happening. So do not listen to the mainstream news. And I've given up with listening or watching anything to do with the plague, you know, because I have never believed the numbers. The numbers that they are churning out, and the numbers are coming out every single day. Every day there's more numbers thrown out there. But it's always numbers of people tested, how many are positive. They don't tell you how many are not positive. They don't tell you how many people have got it and have recovered, or how mild it could be. No. They want to frighten the wits out of you. They being God. The people up there with the money who think they are God. Right. I better not get too deep into this, because I could go on and on and on. But there are a lot of people out there, normal people of, you know, everyday life, that are now beginning to wake up. And I would say to those who are following like sheep, like lemmings, who are doing what they are told to do, I would say to those people, stop. Just stop. Think for yourself. Look into alternative news. Look into your own common sense. What gut feelings are you getting from all this? And think about yourself. Think about yourself and what is best for you. Right, have I covered all these points? Right, just a little point here. I keep making notes. It's not good for my sanity to be isolated. Not good at all. If I didn't have things to do here, and if I didn't go out anywhere, I would be topping myself, and of course people are doing just that. So I'm trying to keep my life normal, and I, as you know, go out walking just about every day. I make things, arts and crafts, every day. Now I feel that COVID-19, as they call it, or the plague, I feel it was orchestrated to take away our rights and freedoms, because that's just how I feel, you know, and I can't ignore it. I really can't ignore it. I can't knuckle down. I can't follow the crowd. I can't. I am an individual person. I have needs and wants. I need to breathe air into my body. I need to be outside. I need some communication with people. I don't have to be with lots of people. I can communicate with the few friends I've got. And I have to do the best for myself. So I urge people, do the best for yourself, and we'll see where we're going, because we're all going to the same end. What will be will be. It does seem at the moment this surge is unstoppable. The surge to get rid of people, basically. I think that's what it's about, to get rid of people. And it is a surge, and it seems to be gathering momentum, but also people are waking up, and hopefully